The 100th WC race is in the books and it was superb. It was action-packed here at the Fuji Speedway, delivering a shock result, perhaps a bit too much contact, but plenty of good racing in both classes. Looking at hypercar, it was Alpine coming out of nowhere with the 35 A424, a breakthrough win for that car and the programme since its return with the LMDH. And it was Ferdy Habsburg, Charles Malaysia and Paul-Luc Chatin taking the win here for the French brand. That car looked down and out early on, had contact with one of the Toyotas, had a penalty, had to change the front clip, but ended up vaulting to the front of the field after pitting just before a full course yellow and a safety car, which gained a ton of track position. And that created a platform with a couple of hours to go for the likes of Charles Malaysia, who was strapped in at the end to just deliver. He was superb on aging tyres at the end. They gambled on strategy. They only changed to the left-hand side Michelin's at the final stop, and he was forced to hold off the 93 Peugeot and the 6 Porsche at the end. He didn't really need to do much work. He kept the pace. He monitored the gap between him and the Peugeot and just came home about 8 seconds clear of the field. It was a really, really impressive showing from Charles Malaysia on a day that the likes of Bruno Faman and Nicolas Lapierre will not forget in a hurry. A really, really good performance for them, and it looks like they're on course to have a really bright 2026. Behind, the number 93 Peugeot took second. That's 2 races in a row now with the Peugeot 9X8 getting some silverware. Really, really good result for them on a weekend where they had loads of pace, really good straight line speed, and made the most of it. They'll be perhaps a little bit disappointed they didn't get that first win, but nevertheless, it just feels like they're making progress on an almost weekly basis at Peugeot. And then finally, the podium was rounded off with the number 6 Porsche, which came so close to finishing second. Laurens Vanthoor in at the end. That car kind of came alive in the second half of this one. He was tasked with getting past Mikkel Jensen ahead, couldn't do it, and in the end fought all the way to the flag, but didn't quite make it stick. However, it was good for the championship for them. They're still in it. Porsche in the manufacturer standings and Kevin Estre and Laurens Vanthoor still in the championship fight going into Bahrain, because it was an awful day for Ferrari. 2 of the 3 didn't finish in the top 10, both factory cars. The 83 suffered damage early on in the race and didn't have the pace. Just one to forget for the Italian mark. And they go into the final race of the season with high hopes that they'll seal the championships, but a little bit of doubt has been sowed here. So we'll see what happens there. Final word on Cadillac. They locked out the front row, but were really, really unlucky today. The 38 lost a lap to confusion with a pass around, and the number 12 finished a bit down the order after it also lost a ton of time to ill-timed safety cars with their strategy. A really good one here at Fuji Speedway, probably the best race of the year, I would say. We look on to Bahrain now and a bit of LMGT3 action next.